holding it in. The way I feel about you. Something I've been dying to say. And I don't know how you'll take it. Oh, please don't go. You should know. These three words I've been holding back, trying to fight. I'ma let them out. These three words, gotta let you know. Here I go, screw you say.
Hey guys, Journal Girl here. So this week I'm about to talk about some of the stupid people on social media. Just specific to my life, but yeah, I'm not very happy because there's two situations. One happened today. Another started on February 21st, and it's a reoccurring issue, and it's upsetting that people don't understand the meaning of no, or that they can't take a hint. I'm going to talk about the one that happened today first, because it's a lot shorter, and I'll just put up a screenshot or something like that of the conversation, depending on which one I like better and how this all formats. Yeah, but I'll describe it for you. Okay, so you can't see it, but my laptop is here, and I didn't really know that Instagram was on the internet. Like, I knew that Facebook was on the internet because that's where I started on Facebook, but I never started Instagram on the internet, so it was kind of weird for me to log in today, and when I was logging in, I actually forgot my password, so I had to check a bunch of stuff, and that didn't work. Didn't work very much. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm just gonna read it for you, and then you can read it for yourself with the screenshot or whatever. Okay, so what happened is that I don't use filters or anything like that, so on Instagram I don't use filters. So I posted a picture where I used filters, but the thing about this photo was I used a photo that distinguished the most dark aspect of my hair, or I used a filter, screenshotted it, and then filtered it again and again and again, like maybe 3 times, until I got the rich dark chocolate color that looks black, but it's brown. You can see it in like this, yeah, you can see it in the lighter chocolate color down near the base of the neck. But yeah, so I was able to filter it to the extent that I got my hair to look like basically black. But it was brown. It's brown. And that becomes important. Yeah, so I did this, and then I said as like a heading, I said, used filters to alter the color of my hair dramatically, smiley face. And he says, nah, I bet you just dyed it black. Are we hitting a hashtag emo phase? And you guys know how much I hate the hashtag. I hate the hashtag. So then I'm like, 'cause you'd know all about that emo phase, wouldn't you? Emo phase, wouldn't you? And I didn't ask it as a question, I put it as a statement because, yeah, he had an emo phase, I never had an emo phase, he was major emo before he moved to our town, and I'm just, yeah, so then my friend, she was with me when he, like, sent me this, so she's called All You Hold Sacred, which was pretty cool, and she said, because brown is the new black, hashtag colorblind, and he says, I sort of am, hashtag insensitive, and I had told her that he's colorblind. Yeah, and then, okay, so then I didn't want to deal with it, I didn't want to do this, but I got a little bit too upset. So I said, that's not really how it works, Ben. You know it, so screw off. Also, typecasting and stereotyping isn't acceptable. I'm not a liar, I don't use filters, so when I do, like this one time, I tell people. Apparently, though, nobody taught you to be respectful, and that, though cliched, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. I guess that wouldn't work for you, though, would it? You'd end up being mute. if that were the case. You know what is hashtag insensitive? Your actions, not my friends. So take your altruistic and self-righteous behind. I didn't say it. It's not even in there. But he can imagine someplace else. Yeah. Yeah, so that was just upsetting because it's like, don't pretend to know me. You don't know me, and I knew you were bad news. I gave you a chance to be a better person, and what do? Talk behind my back? Say a bunch of bad things like, oh, she's not going to get into university? Well, guess what, asshole? I did. Same university as you, douchebag. No, so that guy just bugs me in general. I don't know why I still follow him. I think mainly, I don't think I follow him. I think he follows me. And maybe I should make my thing private. I don't know, but we're friends on Facebook. And I think the only reason I don't block him is because, seriously, I want to know how stupid he is in everyday life when he uploads things. Whatever. Yeah, so I try to keep I try to, like, use my social media links like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Chitter. It's a University of Alberta thing. But yeah, so I try to use these things because there was this one person, I think his name was something about like mac and cheese. It was funny. Cheesy broccoli. It was cheesy broccoli. It was on Vidi, I believe, when that was all the rage, and he said, I don't like the people that only come on here or like have an account and don't even use it. So after that, I just started to like use my social media links, or else I shouldn't have it, right? But it really bugs me. It bugs me when someone just has to say something so stupid and rude, and it's not necessary. Like I said, if you have nothing nice to say, if you don't like something, move on. It's really not that hard. It's very simple. Just move on. So the second one, is annoying. There's this thing called, apparently there's this new thing called sliding into the DMs, and I'm a personal victim. I'm not using it as it's just a term. Get over it. I'm a victim or a subject of this sliding into the DMs thing now because there's this person who I will name as soon as I see his name because I can't remember his name. Yeah, so there's this person who friend requested me, and I'm like, okay, well, you seem fine. He's from Texas. And I was like, whatever. It's a Facebook friend. It doesn't really mean anything. He looks similar in age to me, so I was like, you know what? I don't care how you found me or whatever. I'll just accept you, and whatever. I was just like, it's just one of those things. You accept a person, you go on being friends. I swear this is just back to the computer. I like enlarged this to the shit. I'll put on some screenshots or photos, like I said, formatting, of this conversation so that you can just see how annoying it is. Okay, so the main thing is that this guy started, like, messaging me on the 21st, and I think that was, like, almost immediately after February 21st, and I think that was almost immediately after I, like, accepted the friend request. It might have been, like, half a day or something, because I might have accepted the friend request in the afternoon. So this was at 7:29 p.m. on February 21st. Maudie Henny, whatever, said hello, and that's fine. I think that's totally fine. And then I didn't respond because I'm a very busy person, and that was a Sunday, and I'm trying to sleep. I've got class early in the morning, busy. Which, also, my alarm didn't go off on Monday, so I slept until noon. And then, guess what? Missed all my morning classes. There's reclamation class, bio class, chemistry class. Missed them all. I went for my anthropology class and my reclamation lab, but I was so, like, it's upsetting when your alarm doesn't go off, especially in university. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I slept in. That is so upsetting. But yeah, so he said hello, that's fine, but I'm probably trying to sleep, so I don't reply. But I don't like notifications on my phone, so there's the thing that tells people that it's read, and so everybody will know if I read them. But mainly if I don't reply, it's because I'm freaking busy, okay? So I didn't reply. The next morning at 7:05 a.m., I don't even wake up until 7 on any day other than Tuesday. Tuesdays, I wake up at 6. Every other day, I wake up at 7. I'm not even conscious yet. Okay, so he says, "Hi, Dory," and he doesn't capitalize anything, and that bugs me. And he has bad grammar, and I know it's not his first language, but it's something I can't deal with. I can't be in a relationship with a person that, I'm sorry, it's not how I work. So anyway, he says, "Hi, Dory." That's one. "How are you?" "Hey." Okay, so we're gonna keep going. And then, "Dory, how are you?" "Okay, I'm sorry. Bye." And then, I'm like, okay, I feel a little bad. Just because I'm at school, whatever, I'll reply. Ugh. So I say, "Look, I can't talk. I've got school from now until 9 at night." Which is true on Mondays. Okay, so then he says, "Okay, so I will talk to you." Okay. "Okay, so we'll talk later if you like, question mark. And I say, "Waiting until Thursday night might be best because of how hectic my schedule is. So if waiting until then is fine, sure." He says, "At night you will send message and I will waiting you." Okay, so then that night, because this is February 22nd, I'm the one that's supposed to text him, and not even until Thursday. And he says that night at 4:52, I'm not at home yet. He says, "Hi," like there's like 15 eyes there. And then at 6:30, the same day, he says, "Dory." And I said, "Still at school, like I said, Thursday night." I'm trying to give him a chance to like stop, so that, because this was a really hectic week for me, and I was trying to give him a chance to like stop. "I will come to you. You've put the ball in my court, now back away. So, okay. So then he says, "Thursday night, why Thursday exactly?" I said, "I'm busy until that point." And he's like, "But I want to tell you something." And he never uses the real you. He uses just the frickin' letter. And he says, "You are beauty." And then the heart face. Like, heart eyes. Like, oh my God. Yeah, so then I'm like, at class, can't talk. So, because, like, thank you for saying I'm beautiful, that's nice, but you're being so annoying that it takes away from the compliment. Okay, and he's like, "Okay, Kay." He says, "Kay," and Dory. And then, okay, so I didn't talk to him. And then at 7-Eleven the next morning, 7-Eleven, Canadian thing. At 7-Eleven the next morning, he says hello. And then on the 24th, which is the 4th day, he says at 8 o'clock, "Good morning, Dory." This isn't Thursday yet. I think the 25th was Thursday. And then at 10:33 a.m. he says hi with multiple eyes. He says, "How are you, Dory?" And then, or "How are Dory" is what he says. And then he has question marks, and he never says one thing. He has to break it up into a million different notifications. So I have to get rid of the notifications over and over again. Yeah, so I said, "If I'm not busy or sleeping, I'll get back to you." Because I was so busy and so stressed that weekend. I had an interview, a midterm, I had to drive 3 hours out of town after my lab to get my driver's license. Graduated, the one where, like, you don't have to take an exam until you're, like, 80 now. Which I did. Yay, thanks. Yeah, it was good. But anyway, so it was a very busy week. I was not a happy person. And then he said, "We will see," smiley face, "and now what you do are busy. Are you busy now, Dory?" And I said, "Yes." "Okay, I'm sorry." And then on the 25th at 6:04, he said, "Hey, Dory." And then on Friday, so Friday's tomorrow for me. So this was a week ago. He says hi with multiple eyes. He says, "Dory, I am talking with you, question mark, is in the next one." Then on Saturday, he says at 4:27 p.m., "How are you?" This is my weekend. I'm studying. Leave me alone. Yeah, and then at 7:02 p.m., he says, "Dory." And then on Sunday at 5:15 p.m., he says, "Hello, how are you? You will not answer like always." Okay, and this is bugging me, okay? I'm studying for a midterm that I had this week, last day, Wednesday, okay? So then I say, I go off into another one of my little rants, and I say, because I'm done with this guy. I gave you a chance to let me reply to you, but you couldn't let it be. Okay, so I said, Facebook is on my phone. It will always appear that I'm active, but I'm not. I'm going through a lot right now, which is true, and I have no free time for this game you play. I know what you want, and it's a no. Okay, this is the sliding into the DMs thing. I have too much in my life right now, too little time for anything, so thank you for the compliment, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to stop. There's the stop thing, that's the no. And then I say, I already told you, if I have free time, I would initiate a conversation. I'm not ignoring you, I'm really busy from the moment I wake up to the moment my head hits the pillow. But because you're so relentlessly impatient, now I'm going to have to ask you to stop, because I will be ignoring you from now on. Yeah, whatever, okay. And then he says, I don't play, and please, I want to know what you think I want. Maybe you feel that I am bad, I am not. When I send you invitation just to befriend and meet you, but you think bad thing, please don't be selfish. Try to be good. Okay, you just called me selfish for being a busy person, for being in university? How dare you? Okay, so anyway, so I got a little bit upset, and I said, oh, fuck off. You know, I'm not being selfish because I have a lot of important things to do. I'm a university student, and I'm not interested. He said, you are all student, but we don't speak like this bad way. I said, I swore once. That does not make me a bad person, and I'm sorry, but I can't handle your terrible grammar. Oh. Yeah. He says, I don't speak English very well. I just try. It's not my first language. I'm making his stuff better than it is. What you think that I want when I talk with you? Question, 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 question. And he's like, you know that you are wrong. Hey, tell me what I want. I want just to know. No answer? So why, Dory, you accept me when I said you friend request? Well, I told you why. And then he just sends a lot of those heart eye faces. Like, 3 of them. Okay. I gotta stop. Here's where it gets really crazy, because we had level 1 crazy, now we have, oh my god, go away, crazy. But the only reason I haven't blocked this guy yet was because I wanted to do this video, and if I blocked him, I wouldn't be able to see the conversation. Okay, moving on. This is Sunday, I think, weekend, question mark, and then Monday he says, Dory, I am trying again to tack with you. I want to sleep with you. That, like, okay, wow, okay, so, like, you get points for not saying I want to have sex with you, or I want to fuck you, but saying I want to sleep with you, okay, you get points for being a little bit more eloquent, but no, that is not okay. Don't expect me to be okay with that. And he goes on to insist that I answer him. Like, I said I was ignoring you, so that means I'm not sending you messages anymore. So then he says, hey, answer about this. We will spend good night, I promise. What you say, and then BB, Dory talk. Oh my god, okay. So I can't even say what he says next because it's just not in me to be so vulgar. So he says, I will F-word your cat plaything, Dory, And I'm like, oh my god, no, that is not okay. I'm like, I'm at school, it's Tuesday, it's around noon, and I'm like, oh my god, when I opened that, I was like, no way, are you kidding? Yeah, oh, okay, gross, no. And then he says, Dory, really, I want to F you. Okay, so you lost your points again. Like, major losing of points, okay? And then he says, are you shame? And later that day at like 10:56 a.m. he says, he says, hello, so this is this Tuesday. Hello, Dory, sweetie girl. Hey, Dory, you are a beautiful girl. Kissy face. Lots of questions, like a question that takes up the whole screen. You are not interested, so goodbye forever. And I'm with my friend, Serena, and I'd already told her about this, and we're just laughing, because it's gotten to that point where, like, you start to laugh about this. It's upsetting, but it's a laughable thing, because he's like, goodbye forever. Like, he's being so dramatic about it. And Serena and I both look at each other, we're like, he's gonna text me again. Like, he's gonna message me again, and I doubt it's gonna be, like, even an hour. And guess what? An hour later, less than an hour later, he says, say something, I will live. Just I want you to say something. I don't know what he means, but I'm not going to say anything. So then at 5:50, or 6 o'clock, he says, Dory, like, extended, hey, I want to do sex with you, and then I will make you so hot, BB. Oh god, I can't do this. I will kiss your lips. And then, again with the cat thing, yes, I want that, and you, question mark, as if, okay, if a girl, it's clear that I've read these messages and not replied. If a girl doesn't reply, you stop after, like, the 5th time asking maximum, and he has been like 50, man. It's not okay. I said that I wanted him to stop. That means no. No means no. And I said I would be ignoring him. Now I'm ignoring him. I read the messages. I don't like notifications on my screen. And I'm not replying. Take the hint, man. Take the hint. So he says, Dory, again. And then on Wednesday, he said, okay, so this is yesterday. Yesterday. I can't make it through a day without him talking to me. Okay, so yesterday he says, Dory. And then, hello, I am talking with you. Dory, I want to sleep with you. What you say. You look beautiful, Dory. I like you. Oh, those two things go beautifully together. I want to sleep with you. And you're beautiful. Oh god, that's not how it works, okay? No answer, question. And then later that night, Dory, BB, Dory. And he sounds like a child. He sounds like an annoying little infant who's not getting what he wants, and he's just whining. And that is not attractive. Sorry, you're being way too pushy. And after this, I'm going to block him. I'm going to block him. It says, hello, how are you? Because I already put all these I already put all this conversation on silent so that I wouldn't have to deal with it. But the notification still comes up, so I just, like, mark as read without even opening it. And he just can't help it. He just has to keep coming back into my life. And then today, this is, 4:50 p.m. So right now it's 7 o'clock. And then he says, hello, as if, how are you? Hey, with lots of Y's. BB, how are you? Hey, with lots of Y's. So go away. And then he calls me. But since I've already put this conversation on mute, the call immediately drops. And it tells me, and I'll take a screenshot of this, you missed a call from Madi, 6:11 p.m. And then, when was this one sent? It won't tell me. It would tell me on my phone, but it won't tell me on here. He once again whines my name. Okay. Like I said, this is I am upset, really creeped out, but at this point, it's kind of just hilarious and upsetting. It's a mixture of, like, it's kind of bittersweet. There's nothing sweet about it, but the analogy is there. It's bitter and funny. And not okay. Not okay in the slightest. No. And that's what the sliding into the DMs is. It's sliding into direct messaging. You either friend request someone, or you're already there, or you just message the person and direct message them, Facebook message them, that kind of thing. And we all know what you want. You want sex. That's what it is. You want somebody to screw around with. So I knew this from the very beginning. I'm like, oh my god, man. But the thing was, he could have proven himself. He could have been better. I was like, okay, I'm a really busy person. Let me get back to you, and then we can start talking. And it might have been okay if that had happened. But it didn't. It really didn't. He messaged me. I'm gonna go crazy with the amount of messages he messaged me. If you want to see, like, how to slide into the DMs that's kind of appropriate, go watch Joe Santagado's video. He does it beautifully. If you don't know who that is, I feel very sorry for you. I'll try to link his channel down below. I don't really link things or describe things ever, but you know what? I'll try to do that this time. Just for you guys. yeah, so go check out his video. I think it's called Sliding into the DMs, and that's why this whole issue is really stupid, because I watched his video and then this happened to me, and I was like, oh God, for the love of God. For the love of Peter Pumpkin Eater, let me get back to you. And this might have gone okay, but it didn't. You kept being a pestering little child. You're a child. A child with vulgar and, oh my God. Like, the vocabulary and grammar he has were terrible. I get that it's your second language, but make an effort, a better effort. Learn better. I can't deal with you if you're like that, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not for me. So then there was that. But also just like the whole whining thing that you will see with the amount of letters he puts into my name and hey and blah, that is not attractive, okay? And saying, you're beautiful, let's boogie, is also not attractive. Like, the first compliment, okay, thank you, but the way I received it, maybe you should have taken that as a hint first. I get how you might not if I'm a busy person, but now I just think that's kind of who he is. And who's to say he's not trying to play or wheel some other girl, you know? Like, obviously he's... Okay. He pays a lot of attention, though. Ugh. Okay, so, yeah. So, whiny baby. It's not okay. Let me, like, initiate something if this is really gonna go anywhere. Don't call me. For the love of God. Don't call me, especially if, and here's the kicker, I say stop, and I'm going to ignore you, and I ignore you. Do not continue to propose the thing that made me stop talking to you, okay? I wasn't really talking to you in the beginning, but once I stopped talking to you, stop talking to me, okay? I have a feeling that this is going to be a very long video. As for the guy on Instagram, all I said was needed to be said was said earlier in this video. For this guy, all I said that needs to be said is said. But on to the portion that's actually a little bit more of my ideas on this. Social media is great. Well, it's good and it's bad. There's a lot of idiots out there. There's a lot of nuisances. Sometimes I really don't like it. Sometimes I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But you know what? Whatever. In this world, these are the new problems that you have to deal with. I'm gonna define this guy as stalker. Like, cause, well, my one friend, I told her about him, and he's like, hey, has your stalker messaged you yet? And he didn't. I was having a great day, and then he messaged me. So, yeah. It sucks. But, basically, there's just some things that annoy me, and it's not okay. The main takeaway message is, if you're thinking of sliding into the DMs with me, don't. Just a single word, don't. Because I'm not the kind of person. I mean, if I had met Maddie in person, I'm not saying that I would have been, like, in his pants immediately. I'm just saying that maybe he might have had more of a chance. And that's another thing. Mr. lives in Texas. Oh my God, okay? No. But, yeah, so, it's just stupid that we have to put up with this kind of stupidity. But, you know what? I'm kind of used to it by now. I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys because it was just this stupid thing that happened this week. And the idiots of the internet tag, it's how I will title this video. The fact that it's idiots of the internet is also really funny. It also refers to Joe Santagato's videos. He doesn't talk about the idiocy of social media so much as he talks about just literal idiots on the internet, like on Twitter or Facebook, and they say really stupid things. Mainly there's a lot of grammar mistakes and idea mistakes. A lot of idiots. I'm exhausted. 2015 recap video maybe. Yada yada yada. This has been Journal Girl. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please like the thumbs it up or subscribe. They're down there. Go ahead, do that. Whatever makes you happy. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing in this horrifying stories with me. Sometimes I can get really upset, clearly. But yeah, I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Love you guys. See ya. Oh yeah, this is just grape juice. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't deal with all my problems with alcohol, guys. It's time for another quote of the week. Fear can paralyze us or it can motivate us. It is your decision to make, so make the right one.